Hello everyone, my name is Saksham Dikshit and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. Today I like to discuss with you one of the method by which we can get local administrator rights on Windows system if we have a low privilege shell. So before we start, let me introduce myself. I have been working in the security industry since 2010, an information security professional and based out at Bangalore, India. Subsequently, I was employed in security roles by bank and many other organizations. I use this channel as a mean of organizing everything I have learned and want to learn, and as a way to share those things with others. If you like to connect me on LinkedIn, here's a URL for the LinkedIn, and even I have provided the URL of my blog. You can visit on it. So now let's start with today's topic. So for the today's topic, I'm just assuming that we already have a low privilege shell on Windows 10 system in a network itself, which is already connected in a domain. I'll show you that also first, that how much rights this user is having it. So it's a simple command. We have to fire it first just to get it confirmed whether like this user is a part of administrator or not. Just to get it confirmed, we simply have to open the command prompt and fire this command. So you can see that our user is Neeraj K. Okay, I'll just show you that also. Okay, so you can see this is the name of the username, and we can see it clearly, like in the administrator group our user is not present. Okay, so what we have to achieve over here, we just try to elevate the privileges of this user, and we want to add our user in this administrator group. So how can we do that? Okay, so just open the PowerShell first. Here we can see there is one script is present, power up, which I already explained in my last tutorial. So power up is we can use it for the enumeration purpose, like what type of unwanted stuff is present on the system itself, is there any loophole is present on the system, those things we can cover by this way, we can identify by this way, we try to achieve that. So in enumeration I have already covered a lot of things related to the power up. Now to get this script to be executed, we simply have to change the execution policy first. Now the execution policy is changed to the bypass. Now we simply have to execute this command. I mean to say like script. Now the script is loaded. So what exactly we want to get it achieved? Over here we are not firing that complete command which we have run it in our enumeration section. So over here we stick with that. We are looking for that file which we can modify it. So we are looking for that file only. Once we fire this command, we are not getting anything. So what else we can do it? We simply have to fire this command. Okay, so here we can get a lot of response, even few errors also, so ignore those errors. These are the vulnerable files. Not, I can say that it's a vulnerable file. Here we have a possibility to modify the services. I'm not exploring the edge right now, so I already aware about it that this is the file I have simulated from my side. So I try to go ahead further with this only. Okay, so we simply have to copy this command from here. We have to paste it over here. Then what you have to do, we simply have to fire hyphen username. Whatever the username, we try to put it in local administrator group. We simply have to mention the username over here first, and then click enter. Once we did enter, the task is already completed. Now we simply have to restart this system and wait for the system to get it up once again. So why I'm doing the restart of this system, by this way only we just came to know like whether what are the policies we have pushed it by our way, whether it get pushed appropriately or not. Even there is a possibility in few cases when we log off the session it will push, but in my case I'm always restarting the system so that it will push it appropriately on my system. Let's wait for the system to get it up. Hope our user is in an administrator group now. We have to check that the same command we have to fire it once again, that is net local group administrator, and by that way we can able to identify whether our user is a part of administrator now or not. In few time like it may happen like we are not our user is not added in the local administrator group, so we'll try once again for the same thing. If it's happened, then in that case there is no need to run it once again. Okay, so you can see that it's already in the administrator group now and I am an administrator. So if I like to open any file as an administrator, I can open it now. That's not at all be a problem for me. So these are the only things I just want to discuss with you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you next time.